People look at me first, just like, I guess, just because of my appearance. I'm laid back, I'm cool, of course.
Everybody's checking their cool, it seems like.
Like, I have so many different friends from, like, preps to, like...
And it's hard to find people that you connect with because everyone's trying to so much to be like everybody else, and no one's really, like, individual.
Classes here, like, I have never met so many different ethnicities in my life.
I wear the baggy jeans or whatever you want to call it, but that's just me.
I've met new people of all races, and
hip-hoppers and people that are, like, still, like, dead into, like, real hip-hop.
But at the same time, I have a prep side of me. I like button-ups and polos. I don't necessarily have to have on a white tee everywhere I go.
I learned that I'm not the only person with problems.
But somehow we all fit together.
An Egyptian / an Italian. I mean, he's like, has both of that run through his blood. I'm like, that's pretty cool right there.
Nobody really wants to, like, let their cool down and, like, get it, like, and lose it.
And when you meet new people, you be like, oh, well, we're gonna get along. Am I gonna fit in?
They have certain problems that I'm going through and stuff like that. So we have a lot of things in common.
When I was born, since the time I was like 5, I lived on Chicago Avenue and Central.
I lived in the Logan Square area, so the neighborhood was, like, the street was Averson Belden.
And then my mom moved into my cousin's building because he had like his own little house building. And it was a family home, it was a 2-flat, and that was on Menard and Madison.
And that neighborhood was, like, really bad with, like, the gangs and stuff.
I mean, even though we live in a brand new home, it's still the surroundings around you. Like,
being there, it was during, like, a really huge gang war and stuff.
when I was living back from the time when I was 5 up to the age I was like 14, I never been exposed to people using drugs like that, people selling drugs.
So it wasn't necessarily safe in that neighborhood, even though I basically knew everyone.
And I was like about 4 blocks away from Oak Park. And then, so she got tired of him, whatever. I won't say she got tired of him, but she just wanted to change. So we moved like straight up to the hood, and I do not like that because it's just now like I'm exposed to like drug dealers.
We moved out of the neighborhood and moved to Oak Park. And in that area, it's pretty calm. People really tend to stay to themselves and stuff, and it's also kind of segregated.
I mean, you always grow up with students or boys in your classroom. You know they're going to be the bad ones that hang out in the corners. But I mean, hey, you know them, and it's like you go outside with them.
I live right on the side of Oak Park, which is predominantly upper class and, like, not really urban people. They're, like, more suburban. It's, like, literally right across the street to Chicago, and it's, like, bad gangs. There's, like, a really bad gang set that's, like, a couple feet away, and it's just segregated from, like, urban to, like, suburban and stuff.
But it's like once I moved from that area into my new area now, it's just like I really don't want to go outside. And even if I do, I don't go out over there because it's so dangerous. The police, I mean, sometimes they're around on the block. They don't do anything. They just ride past. And it's just like, oh, whatever, yeah, we see you. Bye. Or sometimes they just don't come. I mean, like, I can count on my fingers how many times they come a month. And that's probably even like once.
I mean, on my block, there's probably 5 original houses out of the full block. A lot of the houses that were there weren't great. It's not like they were nice old houses. It's not like Ukrainian Village or, you know, Logan Square. They weren't old brick buildings or anything. They were kind of crappy construction. So they had to do something with them. But I mean, it's just they're all the same exact condo. They're all built by only 2 different developers, and all the people in them don't know anybody, or I mean, don't know each other. Nobody says hi to each other. You know, it's just kind of no community. And so, like, just because I don't like some of the people in my neighborhood, or I don't like all the stores that are coming in, like, I still love the neighborhood. I still love the parks, and there's still so many different places that are still there that are, you know, great. Yeah. Reaching out of parties and shit.